Well, good morning. This is Nana, and welcome to my channel, Nana's Cooking Craft Corner. And we are on day 5 of the sourdough starter. And I hope you've been following on. If you're new and you just pop in to see day 5, go back to 1, 2, 3. And I've made this as simple as I can, explaining everything, how to do this, because sourdough starter is a little confusing. So I'm trying to make it as simple as possible, because boy, was I confused. And then I had to have somebody come and help me to do step by step until I ended up with this really gorgeous bread. And now I'm just going to fine tune my techniques. So I'm trying to share it out with the people on YouTube. So please come and join me as we get started. Hi, Kristen. Welcome. First one in. Thank you very much for coming. We are going to continue on with this so I don't stay too long, but love seeing you, Kristen. I hope everything's well with you, my darling. All right. And Kristen has been a friend for me. Crafting with Kristen has been a friend. Are you going to try it? I hope you try it, Kristen. Making it as simple as possible, and wait until you see what you can make, because I'm going to do recipes after this. I'm getting very excited. Once I get to the bread point where we make the whole bread, which is a little confusing, but we're going to make it simple, I'm going to get some discard recipes, and my discard looked really cool. Look at what this looks like. I'm sorry, it's my alarm clock to tell me to feed it every 12 hours just went off. Okay, did you start doing it yet, Kristen? Did you start making it? Because I think you're going to like that. Now look at this. The discard looks actually nice and healthy and bubbly. It doesn't have to be that bubbly, but it looks very similar to the starter. No, you're going to try though? You're going to try? And if I'm here for you, answering any questions, just go back. I'm showing pictures. This is my starter that's been in the microwave. I'll show you. It looks nice and bubbly. See what it looks like from before. It didn't look like that. It looks all nice and bubbly. You just need mason jars, but if you want to get the good jars like I showed you, hey, Bill, that's what my starter looks like. It looks nice, and it's starting to get really nice and healthy. See? However, it's only went up to here from the last feeding from what's the word I want to say, from 10 last night to here. But last night it was crazy. The starter went all the way up to the lid. It was almost popping the lid off last night. So the starter last night was really nice. Today it's strong, but not as strong as last night. So see, it'll go up and down until we get it consecutive in a row, where every day it's going at the same type. Then you know it's ready. So it's not ready yet, but it's looking good. So now we're gonna go in. Okay, weigh my bowl at 0. Let's do the discard, which that's a test to you. How many grams do you discard, guys? How many grams do you discard of the starter? I want one of you to answer. Kristen, that'll be a test for you, and Bill, and I'm going to start doing it, and then we'll see if you get the right answer. No, not half. 100 grams. No, not half, Bill. You're going to discard 100 grams of it. That's a big difference. And I'm going to stir it a little bit, get the bubbles out. And it's 100 grams you're at. All right, looks good. Okay, so let's go. I'm going to measure 100 grams. No, you are wrong. I could be wrong. No, you're supposed to keep doing it. You're supposed to keep doing what I'm doing. I don't know what you're watching, but I'm just telling you, this is what I did, and it works. So I'm only showing what I did. Other people have been doing it probably for years, and they know what they're doing. I'm not knocking that, but I know that this works. All right, you follow me. I would rather you do that. I won't feel so bad if things don't turn out. Well, all right, so let's take, I put 102 and I don't want to waste it. So I'm going to take a little bit back. There. All right, so we're at 100 right there. You can see, well, I'm lifting it up, but it's at 100. It's 100 grams right now. So we are going to make sure everything's nice and clean in here. Okay, we're going to move this to the side. And now we're going to feed it. So let's set the thing back to 0. All right, let's set it back to 0. We got our warm water or room temperature water. It should be leaving it overnight. It's all the fluorine, chlorine, and all the chemicals out. They evaporate. So that's what I suggest every morning to do this. Keep enough to it lasts for the day. Okay, so now we're going to go to 50 grams of water. Now, some people, as they get good, they don't do grams, but the measurement is the best way to do it. They do cups, and when they know what they're doing, they do it a lot. But at first to learn, I really wouldn't recommend following some of the stuff, because I think it's going to throw you off. Now this went to 51, so I'm going to go reset it, and I'm going to go to 51 because I went off by just an ounce. So even if I let it be, it wouldn't matter. But I like equal parts. That's the way I do it. So it's 50-50. If you go 51, then just do 51 to the flour. All right. Now close. Come on. There we go, 51. That is all done. Now we are going to take this out. I'm going to take a paper towel because I always wipe everything with it so it doesn't go down my sink. I got to run soon. I got my buddy coming up to ride. Oh, yeah, no problem. It's okay. Don't forget, though, if you're leaving me, don't forget to go and do it tonight. No, I'm not going to stream tonight. I'll be on tomorrow morning. I'm coming every day, Bill. Even though it might be me, myself, and I'm coming every day in the morning. And I won't be back at night unless I decide to do something else. But right now, I'm too busy in the garden, so I have to one live stream, try to get it down to 15 minutes. And then I'll be back. But don't forget to 12 hours, feed it again. So tonight, I have my timer on my phone set, and I'll be feeding this at 10 p.m. So 10 a.m. for me and 10 p.m. and whatever you guys decide, 12 hours, every 12 hours, whatever time you decide. I'm going to stir it up really good and make sure all the flour is good. And it's kind of fun to come back every day. I'm trying to make it every day. Okay, that's wonderful, Bill. And Kristen, I hope if you're still there that you try this. I'm looking forward to you trying it and following along. Go back to the videos if you have to make sure. But every day I'm going to come on and I'll show you what the starter looks like. It should get stronger and stronger. And like I said, we're working on where it rises for 2 to 3 days consecutively. That's what I'm looking for. I'm looking for that to stay the same, not go up and down. It's got to stay the same strength. So we'll get zapping through this. Yeah, you too. Okay, have a good one. I'll see you tomorrow. Take care. Kristen, are you there? Mm-hmm. Okay. Just making sure. I want to make sure. I want you to, like I said, I hope you give it a try, and tell me how it goes, and I'll be here to help you out all the way. Because you can make some amazing stuff. You like to bake, though, don't you, Kristen? You're a baker, right? So you like to bake. You're going to like this because it cooks all kinds of things. Like I said, you know what? I ate those blueberry muffins were so good in the freezer that I ate 3 of them last night. And I'm trying to watch my weight, but that's how much I'm saying how much I like it. Just like the apple fritter bread. That's a really good recipe. Well, the blueberries are good too. The blueberry muffins. I want to make all kinds of coffee cakes, I want to make all kinds of stuff. And writing a recipe, and I am okay. You're writing a recipe down, or are you writing this one? Like, do you understand how to do this? So yeah, you make sure you follow and go back if you have to make sure you get it right, okay? And then we can do all kinds of recipes. You'll see it's going to be. What kind of recipe you're writing? What kind you got that you're going to try? Is it a sourdough or is it a different kind of recipe you want to try? Okay, I got all that cleaned up. Take another one. I'm just going to wipe the top here so I don't get so guppy at the top. All right. It's a dried one I got because I don't want to add any more water. I'm trying to keep the top of that clean. All right. That looks good. Loosely lid put on the top. Oh, let's make sure this is going to lower again because it's a little less. So let's go down here. The bottom of the tape is where the top of the sourdough starter is. We're already starting to bubble a little bit. We'll put this back in the microwave, and we're done with the starter for now. So that doesn't take too long. All right, and we're going to put my sourdough the discard in the jar and then in the fridge. I always make sure that it looks nice, and it does. It looks good. Looks like that. The starter, so you can see it looks good. I make sure there's nothing in it. It's all nice and clean. We're going to throw it in the jar. All right, I got as much as I can. We're good. Let's clean up the top a bit. There we go. And we're getting there. See how full it's getting, eh? It's getting up there. If it gets too full, I got to get another jar. And I'm going to let it go up about to here because sometimes it'll still rise and pop the lid. So we can still keep going on this jar. It's fine for a little bit. All right, I'm going to wipe everything down with paper towels so it doesn't go down our sink. So get everything wiped up. All right, got all that wiped as much as I could. I'm going to take another one, just wipe the scale off. Got a little bit of mess up here, here. Okay, that up. Okay, now we're going to go into wiping all the bowl out. There. There we go, nice and clean. Soak everything and then get it ready for tonight. So I use the same supplies for tonight. So I'll be back tomorrow. Will be day 6, and we'll check out the starter. We'll check out the starter. Put everything away here. Oops. Check out the starter. And wait my counter before I get off. So that was down to 15 minutes. So I'm trying to be short. And again, banana chia leaf. Oh, with dates and nut. That sounds nice. Very good. Chia is supposed to be good for you. I don't know. I never cooked with chia. That's another kind of interesting thing. Very interesting. All right, with that all cleaned up. And maybe I should have left the starter here. Just let's leave the starter here, but it's going to go back just so I have something to end my live stream with. what I was making with a loose lid. And that is it. Thank you, Kristen, for joining me. And Bill, thanks for the thumbs up. Whoever gives them to me, thank you very much. And I'm out of here. I will, like, again, you got to feed it 12 hours. So on your own time, feed it equal 12 hours to whatever you start. So if you start at 12 in the morning, then start at 12 at night, you got to feed it, okay? Or 10 or 11, whatever, 12 hours, whatever, and do it as a regular basis, and it becomes pretty easy. Set your phone to it, and that's it. So I will be back tomorrow morning to show you my starter and feed it. Have a wonderful day. Thank you, Kristen. Thank you, Bill. And love you, and I'm going to leave you. Take care. Bye, Kristen.